Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager. Now, I'm a bit confused where I am at this point in time, to be honest with you, because I've been away for a couple of weeks, and I've not recorded this in about 3 weeks, to be honest with you, so it's been a bit of a mess, so let's see if we can get back into this. Right, so we just finished a race, obviously, which, I believe we're starting to do okay now, aren't we? Do we need to do that? We do need to do it. We are going to accept the interview. Mick Schumacher demolished the competition last race, crossing the line with a gap of 23 seconds. Is it becoming too predictable? Yes, say yes, we want things to be shaken, because we do want things to shake up a bit, don't we, really? Because it's not benefiting us at this point in time. We're not making a lot of money. So we were designing a gearbox. There's only 3 races left of the season. We've got some more sponsorship offers available. You're going to pay us $3.92 per race for 14 races. Let's get that one in then. And you're going to give us upfront payment of 5.56. We're going to go with this, I think, because yeah, we'll definitely go for this. Yeah, there's not much difference, is there? We're coming to the end of the season, and we want to invest in some new parts, and we're going to get some of the cheaty parts is the way forward. We're going to get the parts with the red zones, that sort of stuff. The parts that we are not really allowed to use. Now, the idea behind that is that we don't put them on until right at the end, and then we can take those stats into next season. It's a bit of a cheaty way forward. Is that what we've done here? Did I do that here? Let's have a quick look. So, gearbox. So, we'll go on to your car. Let's have a quick look at this gearbox. Doesn't look like we did cheat on it, no. There's no rule risks on that, so we will actually put it on then. It's not actually as good as the good one. So we will put that on, and then we will improve that's the new engine. We're also going to improve the new gearbox then as well. And we're going to design new parts now then, so we can design some good stuff. Where are we in the grand scheme of things? And we can get an epic engine. Where are we? Doing okay engine-wise. Is acceleration we might be struggling on, so what have we got acceleration? We want to try and find the things that are good. So, right, so there's a risk level here, which gives us a good benefit. Plus 70 in a risk level, plus 50 in a risk level. And then we want this one. Plus 2 days of build time. So that's really good. So I think this is going to be the one to go for, I think. That's going to build up to 464, which is a big boost. So we'll get that built. It's going to take 44 days, which is going to take us till basically the next race. So it's a big investment for next season, this is. That's the plan anyway. Right. So gearbox is built. We know about that. Right, so let's keep pushing forward then. So we want to get the performance work done on that new gearbox. Make that stronger. Should speed us up a little bit. We got pretty good top speed, just not great acceleration. Performance work done already. Okay, this is pretty good if that is the case. Well, it's going to tell me, isn't it? We'll stop. There we go. Is that correct then? That is done already. Wow. Okay, that new gearbox is looking good. To be honest, though, it's not actually made much difference. It's exactly the same rating as the old gearbox. So it doesn't really make a lot of difference, does it, really? Right, is there anything else you want to get beefed up before next season, then? Probably this engine as well needs beefing up before next season. Might as well get some more life out of that. These brakes can go up a bit as well. Might as well just make the other car as strong as possible as well, I suppose, mightn't we? Right, factory staff are idle, they're not anymore. We've got that sorted as we go forward. Ooh, okay, politics vote is coming up for team grids. That'd be interesting. We've finished all of the jobs. That's the old one, isn't it? Right. Reminder, we're currently 11th in the championship. We need to finish 12th. That's happy. Upcoming Global Sport decide whether to remove qualifying in favour of randomised grids. I think I wouldn't mind going back to that, to be honest. I don't know. I'm absolutely loving driving the car at the moment. It handles beautifully. I've got the power to burn acceleration. Well, hopefully then you'll be able to put a good result in next time. So is there anything else we can do? So we got that being done. Should we autofill? Actually, we're going to take that away. We don't need to autofill it at this point in time. Let's just do what we need to do. Right, so there is an F1 race in Belgium. It was won by Max Verstappen with Vettel in second, Hamilton in third. So that's going to open up the championship a bit more. Vettel It's a mile behind. I mean, I seem to remember this one now. I think Hamilton was winning this by like absolute country mile, wasn't he? So it's a bit pointless, wasn't it? I think I'd vote for... I'm actually going to vote for randomised grids again, just because it makes things quite interesting. Oh, it's not going to win though, is it? Let's vote for. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's going to make things a bit more interesting, I suppose. It's going to mean that people have to overtake. You're going to see a lot more overtakes. That is closer than we thought it was going to be. It's 4-3 now with the against. 4-4. It's an against... A 4. There's 2 votes remaining. There's a 4. One more. Jean Todt is against. Oh, Jean. Bloody Jean Todt. Okay. Well, I was hoping we'd get that, to be honest, because that looks pretty useful for us. Right. So, we are ready then for our Belgium Grand Prix. We're supposed to make a £2.39 million loss, but we can do this. We finish 17th or above, which should be fine. We are losing quite a lot of money at this point in time, aren't we? So we want to do 6 super softs and 3 softs, I think was the way I was doing things. She's angry with her car setup though. She just said in the news a few days ago she was really happy with it. This is my favourite part of the whole race weekend. She was saying about how she was so happy with the car and it was feeling fantastic. And now she's saying that she's angry with it. Doesn't seem to know what she's doing, does she? Doesn't know her backside from her elbow. But we are ready then for this Belgian Grand Prix. I seem to recall we were doing okay now. We weren't doing too badly. We are looking 17th. Finished. We still haven't got a point yet. That was our target for this season. But yeah, we're getting closer. I think setup wise, we'll just go with this setup. I think. Should we just let's just simulate these. We don't need to keep doing them. We're going to do the qualifying anyway, so let's simulate this. Just to try and speed the videos up a little bit, because they are taking a long time now, aren't they? And we should still get quite a bit of knowledge about what we are doing. That's a lot of noise coming through my headphones now. I have to turn it down a bit. There we go. So we are learning some stuff about the cars this way anyway. Where are we? Cohen is 16th. Deegan down 20th, so we do need to speed that up a little bit. I thought the new gearbox for Cohen might be quite strong, but the new one we're building now is going to be the big difference, I think, for us. But of course, we can't really get the advancement until next season because we can't use it because it's too risky to use. So we did get 16th position for Cohen, which is nice. Right. We want to finish 17th or above for £325,000. We're going to go with... Is it raining? No, it's just the crowd noise I can hear. We're going to go with the sweetest spots and qualifying trim because we're not using soft, we're using super soft tyres for qualifying. For you, we're going to use qualifying and soft, I suppose, all we can use with you. Right, we want to go car setup. You are happy with everything apart from your speed balance is not great. So you want to move yours at gear ratio? It is gear ratio. So about up there, and then you're handling back to there. Perfect. I think we'll settle for that then. We'll send you out on a set of super softs. We'll send you out a set of worn super softs just so we don't waste too many of our super softs too early. And then yourself, we're going to switch your top speed a bit that way and your steering that way, see if that makes you happy at all. And tyre choice again, we're going to send you out. Oh, you've used 2 sets of your softs in bloody... This is why it's a... Oh, wait a minute. This is why it's a bugger when you use the simulation, because it don't have to waste your tyres up, I tell you. Right, Cohen, get yourself out. I don't know why you have to set everything up before you do it, and then it makes you set everything up again. And then you've got a nice bit of a gap there. Deegan, you head out as well. Let's get a time under our belt as soon as we can. So that means that Cohen's going to have some clear air in front of him. We're going to auto on. Oh, it's already on. Okay. No, auto on. Auto on. There we go. Right, they're doing it themselves. Yeah, I was got a bit confused there which one was which. So we want to go over to Cohen. Let's keep track of you because you're the one about to start your flying lap. Get you in the sweet spots if we can. You need to cool your brakes down a little bit before you start your lap. Your tyres are perfect. Your brakes are too hot though. Come on, Cohen. Well, let's just speed the game up a little bit because we've got a bit of time to get through, haven't we? Alright, so... You're not perfect, but you're there. Oh, traffic here for Cohen. So he's not going to hold him up too much. They should be getting off the racing line for us, really, but we might have got held up a little bit there. Come on, Cohen. So Cohen sets a 1:46.3 and Deegan finishes a big chunk behind. Wow. I'm not liking these lap times at the moment. Oh, Cohen is quicker than Pagnard. It's not ideal at all, is it really? Oh, Cohen is 17th. That's what we need. Right, were you happy with that setup? You're not ideal. I mean, it's better-ish, but not great. Let's get you more top speed. See if that works for you. We're sending you out the same set of super softs. You've got enough time on them. So you need to get around and start your lap as soon as you can. And Deegan, let's get you out. You're pretty happy. Your setup again. Got to send you out in a fresh set of super softs. So let's get you out. Right, so Cohen is in 17th at the moment, which is exactly where we need to get for the extra money. Are we going to get round? I don't think we're going to get round in time, are we? Wow, this track is too long to be able to get round. Is Cohen going to make it to be able to start a new lap? No. Wow, this track's too long. You can't do it in 10 minutes. Everybody got one lap. Luckily, we managed to hit our target and we get the extra 325k from us, our sponsors. That's a bit of a stupid way of doing things, isn't it? But either way, it doesn't matter for us. It worked. Right. 17th starting then for Cohen. Straight into the race. We finish 17th again. We get another 325k. Right, what are we going to go for here? We're going to go with soft tyres and race trim, I think. And then for Haley, we're going to go with... we're going to go soft tyres and race trim again. We're not going to take away fuel like we have done in the past. You're happy with your handling, but you're not happy with your speed still. So it's going to bring your speed down a little bit. Tyre choices, a 26 lap race. We're going to get 12 to 16 out of these, or we'll get 12 to 14 out of them. So... it's the same. We'll just stick with the super softs there. We might as well. They're quicker tyres. And Deegan, you're happy with your setup. You're going to get 12 to 14 or 11 to 13. So we're going to have to stop you, I think, aren't we? Right, let's go then. Let's go. Right, do we want to push early on? I think possibly. Let's go high. Let's go high engine mode to start the race. And it's go, go, go. And Cohen trying to weave, but he got caught up. Guy drove straight in front of him, and now Cohen is able to drift down and get himself into 15th position, taking 2 spots from the start, which is good. And Deegan's also up a few positions as well. Of course, we are pushing the engine a little bit harder for these first couple of laps, but I think it's worth it just to get ahead. Deegan's really caught in the middle of a massive group there, but it is allowing Cohen to pull away, and Cohen is pulling away quite nicely from that group, which is what we need to happen. Hopefully that group are all just going to slow each other down by doing what they're doing, and Cohen can just develop a bit of a gap that he can use to finish above 17th, essentially. That's all we need to get that extra money, and then we'll just continue building our car up ready for next season to hopefully push to try and get a few points next season. Right, we've done the first chunk of the lap now. We can afford to speed up a little bit. I don't want to go too quick yet. Although we might as well, mightn't we? Oh, Cohen's trying it. Right, cool, let's... Yes, nice. Cohen up to 14th. Good overtake that was. Cohen pushing hard. And he's right at the back of 13th now as well. Cohen looking good here. That new gearbox definitely helping out this weekend by the looks of it. There is a drive-through penalty as well for Delatraz, who is behind us. Well, that's a drive-through penalty, but not only that, but his tyres are screwed as well, so he's going to have to do 2 pit stops. As Cohen now eases himself into 11th. Ooh. Cohen's hit Decker. And Cohen's got a drive-through penalty. Oh my god. Oh, and now you've damaged your suspension as well. Can we get away for a few laps? We're relying on you now, Deegan, then, because with this drive-through penalty for Cohen, it's not going to be great. We're going to have to go 2-stopper then, aren't we, on Cohen? No, let's just do this then. We're going to have to fix this. Okay, well, at least it gets into the end of lap 5. It's all about you then, Deegan. Deegan's up in 14th position herself, though. So showing a good good momentum here today. She's on high overtake, high engine mode as well, though. As Cohen's up into 8th. I mean, Cohen's looking pretty strong here. Deegan now continues past as Cohen's in the pit lane, getting that suspension fixed and new set of tyres, which does drop him down to last place. Deegan up into 13th. And has made a mistake, locked those tyres up on that bend, which is going to cost her a bit of time. Well, she is pulling away a bit though, so we seem to have had a bit of an upgrade here this weekend. We're doing pretty well. Cohen needs to push now, but he also needs to be conservative as well, because he needs to be able to retain those tyres. We look like we're going to have to 2-stop both our drivers, which is not ideal. But they just don't have the durability on the tyres to get the whole way through the race. I can't see Deegan's going to get to lap 13. I feel like we're probably going to bring her in about lap 9 for a fresh set of super softs. She is doing very well though, actually, I must admit. I'll give her that. She's really impressing me here today, Deegan. Cohen up to 21st. Delatraz has retired. And Deegan now pushed at the back of Wickens as well. She needs to push her tyres. Tyre temperature's super low. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Okay, well, push your tyres then. You might as well push because we're going to be pitting you pretty soon, so... And Cohen's going to get pitted around about lap 16, 17 if we can get him to last that long. Right, so Deegan, let's bring you in for a pit then, put you in another set of super softs. You're going to have to pit twice anyway, so you should be okay just to make that quick stop. And hopefully get you back out ahead of... Well, you're going to come out underneath the 17th mark, aren't you? Maybe we're not doing as well as I thought. Maybe it's just the fact that everyone else has pitted and we haven't. I don't know. Cohen's back past Deegan now. But Deegan's on a fresh set of super softs, which I'm going to allow her to push because she's going to pit again. Cohen's also got a pit again, which is the problem because a lot of people look like they are trying to go for the 1-stop. Which is possible if you can make your tyres last long enough. That's something we might have to look at next season, is tyre wear. Definitely seems like it's a massive advantage if you can put it off. Deegan pushing hard. Catching Cohen up a bit here as well. It's everyone else we need to worry about. Cohen goes fast Mauger. And I'll be hoping that Deegan comes up as well. Cohen is up to 19th position. We need to get 17th for that extra 325k in the bank. That's what we need. Remember, we do have to pit again, whereas I'm not sure whether... Oh, it looks like Mauger's definitely going to have to pit again, and Aberdeen hasn't pitted at all yet. So he's going to have to pit again as well. So we look like we're doing okay. Up to 18th. 18th and 20th. So that accident that Cohen caused, we look like we're actually managing to survive a little bit from it, actually. And we'll be able to push harder on their tyres now as well. I'm going to allow Cohen to push harder on his tyres as well. No, don't go easy because you have to pit again anyway, so you might as well go for it. Get some better lap times, catch a few people up, overtake a few. Because if we're going to change tyres, we might as well take advantage and be able to gain the extra time that we're going to use by destroying the tyres. I'm very impressed here, the fact that Cohen and Deegan are so high up. And there we go, Cohen, ooh, trying to ease past Aberdeen, who is struggling. So Cohen, let's say you have one more lap on these tyres. Actually, probably not. Let's get you changed onto D. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, 11 laps. Yeah, you should be fine on those tyres then. I mean, we probably could do with repairing a few more of the items, but I'm not bothered about that. Yeah, Cohen's tyres are now worn. We've got to put him back onto neutral driving style because we don't want him to destroy his new tyres. And Deegan can just cruise past both of these now. If we can get our pit quicker, that'd be lovely if we can get out ahead of him. Nope, his pit is quicker. His pit was considerably quicker, wasn't it? But it's Deegan up to 16th. She's going to have to pit again, though, soon. Probably this lap, actually, then, Deegan, isn't it? 11 to 13 laps, yep. So we'll bring you in and get you a new set of super softs as well. And then you'll have to stop pushing your tyres so hard as well. And then hopefully now, we've just got to see if we can get through to the end of the race and get one of our cars in the top 17. It's not been the easiest day in the world, has it, really? So Deegan now in the pits. Cohen is chasing it down. There goes Cohen past. But it looks like Colombo's going to have to pit soon because his tyres are screwed. Aberdeen is pitted already. I think everyone's going to try and finish the race now on this by the looks of it. A couple of issues on Deegan's pit stop, which has not helped at all. Cohen chasing down Colombo, eases past him as he goes into the pits. Alright. We're chasing down 6 seconds now behind Aberdeen. I'm not sure if we're going to get this, you know. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get this extra 325k. The accident from Cohen that's forced him to make a 2-stop has really cost him there. Really cost him. We are looking good fuel-wise, but if we bump up the fuel, it's going to bump up the tyre wear as well. I'm not quite sure we can take that risk. Maybe for the last few laps. We are catching Aberdeen up, but not very quickly. I mean, we can try and push. Hopefully this uses more fuel, but doesn't actually affect the tyres. That's the hope. Seems weird. Do we have an issue? I hope not. Can't handle another bloody issue. Yeah, we are catching up quick now. It's 3 seconds behind Aberdeen. There we go past Chadwick, who's in the pits. We just have 2 men left in front of us then, with 5 laps remaining to catch them. Come on, Cohen. Right, I'm going to put you on overtake mode. We've got some fuel to burn. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. There we go. Engine mode is up. Right up the back of Aberdeen. Aberdeen. Come on, get past him. Come on, Cohen, get past him. We've only got to hope for one accident then. Straight line speed. Oh, the engine's hurting, boss. Yeah, better just finishing the race, I suppose, aren't we? I pushed the engine too hard. I pushed it too hard. Right, you can go on overtake mode because you've got tons of fuel left. It's fine. There's only 3 laps remaining, Cohen. We can just get by on this. It'll be fine. It's not ideal, I know, but it'll do for now. At least we haven't been lapped at all now. That's pretty cool. Not being lapped is amazing. Oh, well, Deegan's been lapped, but Cohen hasn't been lapped yet. He's about to be lapped now. As around comes Ellis. Oh, there's the blue flag. That's going to slow us down and make it more difficult for us to catch up Aberdeen. We start lap 25 and there's no chance now we're going to finish top 17. It's his own fault really, Cohen. He caused the accident first few laps and that's really screwed him over. We were hoping to get through on a one-stopper, but there is a yellow flag on sector 3. Quite sure what that's for. Is somebody spun or Deegan's tyres are warm? We're coming to the final lap now. Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. It's fine, Cohen. Just survive. It's just one more lap. It's fine. Yeah, we know. Worn tyres. Well done. I pushed the car hard to try and get past Aberdeen and try and catch up Pejnor, but it wasn't to be the case. And we are going to finish the race up. Or are we? Because Aberdeen's struggling. If we can get past Aberdeen and get ourselves up into 17th. Oh, it was really close. 0.4 of a second behind, wasn't it? And there we go. Was not ideal at all, was it? Not a great win for us. Needed better than this, really, but it is what it is. Say the issue that Cohen had causing the accident got himself a damaged suspension from that. We had to pit early, which meant we had to pit twice, which around this track, as you can see, most people only pitted once, so it was really a big problem for us. It's cost us quite a lot of time. I think if it wasn't for that, I think we probably could have finished a bit higher up, but there you go. Ellis makes his way forward, and there we go. Right. Saving the game. Right, so it wasn't ideal. We got to the end. Any rule breaking? Nothing for us because we got no dodgy parts on our cars. Any? No. Drive-through penalty, drive-through penalty. So we did have a drive-through penalty apparently. I don't remember taking a drive-through. Unless it must have happened when I weren't paying attention. I'm not sure, but there we go. So we're still bottom. One of the 3 teams to not get a single point so far this season. Yeah, it was tricky. I'm hoping we can get a point at some point. No pun intended. I hope we can get a point at some point. We've only got 2 races remaining though, so it might be worth just concentrating now solely on next year's car. Minus 3% with the mechanic, which is not good, is it? We lost 1.5 million. It's not a major issue. We're down to still 10 million, aren't we? Race roundup. Of course, this is F2. Rosenqvist still tops, but is only by... Well, it's still quite good, isn't it, I suppose? They've still got 4 races remaining, so it is still up for grabs for Glock if he goes for it. F3, of course, is us. Ellis wins and gets the fastest lap. Schumacher in second, but Schumacher still leads by quite a considerable amount. Right, so there we go. We're going to call that for the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do call it. Please do call a like. Please do hit that like and, of course, subscribe if you're not already. We'll be back in a few days' time for some more of the Motorsport Manager. We've only got 2 races left of the season now. We are really looking towards next season more than this season. But hopefully we can do well. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.